They look around at me like, you're absolutely crazy. And then I do it. Don't tell me what I can't do. My mom was trying to make ends meet, waiting tables and cleaning houses. Me and my brothers were, just trying to figure out a way to, are we gonna eat here? Are we gonna eat at my grandmother's house? Are we gonna do, where we staying at my aunt's house tonight or my uncle's house? So I'm like trying to process all this stuff. And so that made me understand, like, I can't just put everything on my mom because my mom may never be in a position to provide for me the life that I think I want. I always look at the fact that so somebody says, hey man, and I know it's some people are like, do you ever get tired of that? Like, hey man, my son's birthday is today, can you just send him a quick video? That video might last 10 years later. I meet this kid, outside of a restaurant, and he said, hey man, I want to thank you for what you did 10 years ago, and let me buy you something to eat. I've seen it, time and time again. People ask me all the time, how do you make so much time, to do the things you do? And my immediate response all the time is, how can I not make time? Somebody made time to not only invest in places that I went, the Boys and Girls Club, the Florida Sheriff's Boys Ranch. They also made time, to make sure that, other kids that look like me, didn't look like me, all had same or similar issues of being, kids that were labeled bad kids. They made time. They made time to put a bunch of kids in a better position. And so I'll never be able to repay those folks financially. I'll never be able to thank some of them because they're not here with us anymore. But what I can do is do the same thing that they did. They were very unapologetic about what they believed. I always tell people all the time, WWE is what I do for a living. It's not who I am for a living. And it's the same way with when I felt about football. I'm going to go to the University of Florida, get the best education I can possibly get, and the most education I can possibly get. And that education was not just in the classroom. It was about how to work with people, how to be on a team. If I start something, if I say something, if I tell you I'm going to do something, as outrageous as it sounds, I tell people I want to give away 15,000 gifts at Raymond James Stadium. They look around at me like, you're absolutely crazy. And then I do it. Don't tell me what I can't do. It's one of my 3 rules. The first rule is to love and respect everybody you come in contact with. Rule number 2, don't use the word can't. From a biblical sense, the Bible says we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. That's what the book that I say that I believe, that's the book I need to start living by, and believe it. And then also too, I was told my entire life what I would never be able to do. And for up to 12 years old, I believed that. I could never do this, I'd never do that, I'll never do this. Then I hear the sentence, or 2 sentences that changed my life at 12 years old. The guy says, there's no such thing as a bad kid. Well, how can you say that? I'm been told I'll be dead or in jail by the time I'm 16. I'm in trouble again, getting ready to get kicked off the boys' ranch. After 30 minutes after signing the contract saying I'd never fight again. And he said, I'm not going to give you the answer to that because I truly believe in my heart that you're going to turn things around and you're going to come up with the answer for yourself. But in the meantime, I'm going to tell you something and I want you to believe it. He said, I love you and I believe in you. Now, a lot of people had told me up to that point that they loved me, but then turned right around and abused me, beat me, etc. But nobody had ever told me that they believed that I can do anything. It was always the complete opposite. You'll never go to college, you'll never graduate from high school, you're too dumb, you're too stupid. And so the minute I started having minimal success, I started believing in myself, like I can. So then that's how you become a 2-time college graduate with honors. That's how you become vice president of student government for a guy that hates politics. That's how you become a member of the University of Florida Hall of Fame. That's how you do so much transformational stuff, and that's what I believe in.